Hi everyone, welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
I'm Rainbow.
And it's still part two
of
The Ruined Man Who Became Rich Again Through a Dream. That's right, this guy had no money, he had a dream about a great treasure. He had a terrible job at that time, so he decided to go off and search for that treasure. I mentioned he had a terrible job. He was stuck in Baghdad in Iraq doing a physical job, physical work. And imagine if you're working outside, breaking rocks or digging holes or building buildings in Baghdad. That's got to be hot and tiring.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Have you ever had a physical job like that?
Not really. Have you?
I painted houses one
physical.
Summer in Canada. That was definitely physical. You know, a little bit of climbing and reaching and always the danger of falling off a ladder.
What about like grocery stores or restaurants?
But I was kind of thinking, I had other jobs working in stores or working in a fast food restaurant.
I think that's physical.
I don't know, but would people call that physical labor? We often call that service.
Oh yeah,
right?
true,
a service job. You're working with the customers and with the public. But you are also lifting heavy things, carrying things, standing up.
Yelling at people.
Standing up all day. But in those jobs, you do still have to use your mind though, right? You might have to do paperwork and fill out forms and keep the business organized and stuff. So I'm not sure if we would call that physical work, because there's also another part to those jobs that real physical work doesn't involve emotional work, talking to customers. Right? If someone yells at you because you made my hamburger wrong, you have to smile and say sorry and thank you.
Let me give you a new one.
Yeah, and people who work outside in the sun, they don't usually have to do that. They just have to do the work. So, you know, a lot of these jobs are hard for different reasons, and some of these jobs actually do take different skills. So not just physical work outside, building things or something. It could be physical work in a store, lifting things, and also emotional work, helping customers.
But I have a feeling that he's not going to be doing that anymore because he's on his way to his treasure, which we'll find out about right now.
Absolutely.
In the mosque, there was a special door. It linked to the house next door. While the man slept, some thieves entered the mosque. They tried to break into the house.
So, the man was sleeping at a mosque, and we're going to read about this right now. In the mosque, there was a special door. It linked to the house next door. While the man slept, some thieves entered the mosque. They tried to break into the house. So this guy was sleeping, and there was another house, and there were some thieves who came in to try to steal something. So who are the thieves?
Well, there are thieves who are trying to steal things, because that's what thieves do.
Oh, stealers.
But of course, they're in the mosque, in this holy temple building that the man is sleeping in because he's poor, he has no money, he can't stay in a hotel. And the strange thing about this mosque is it has a door that links or joins it to a house next door. So the thieves are not trying to steal from the mosque, which of course would be a terrible thing to do, and you wouldn't want to do that, and plus there are people there. But at night they are thinking, if we use this secret door, this door that links to the other house, we can get into that house and steal all their stuff. Because there is a way to go from the mosque into the house, this door which links them. To link is to join together. All right, if you hold hands, you're linking hands with a person. If we think of a train with all those cars that are joined together, coupled together, or linked together. And in the same way, without maybe actually touching something, your telephone or your email or your Facebook page, they allow you to link to other people around the world, to create a connection, to have things join up so that things can happen in between or with these things working as one. So a door linking to another building means you can go from one building to the other without having to go outside.
Yes, and this person or these people who are trying to come in to steal something, they're called thieves. Now, thieves is the plural version. That's thieves. But if we have one thief, that's thief. And that's somebody who trying to steal something. So they're sneaking in secretively and taking something. It's not the same as a robber who's seeing you on the street and say, "Give me your money." A thief is somebody who's like, So at night, they'll come in, because that's what thieves do. They don't want to be seen or caught, and they're trying to take something from the house. So we're going to see what happens, and we're going to see if this man saves the day after the break.
However, they made too much noise. The members of the house heard that and shouted. So the thieves left. When the police came, they found the man asleep in the mosque. The police took him to their chief. When the chief questioned him, the man said, "I'm from Baghdad, and I came here because of a dream."
All right, so back in our article, some thieves are trying to break into a house through the mosque that the hero of our story is sleeping in. Now, he's not involved in the crime, but he is there when these thieves are trying to break in. And we learn next in our article that, they might not have been very good thieves, because it says, however, they made too much noise. Now, I've never been a thief. I've never broken into a house to steal diamonds, but I kind of think that being quiet is kind of number one right there on the list of how to be a thief.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit above, don't break into a police station or something like that. Don't be noisy.
Or a house by a police station.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be noisy would be the number one, thing that you'd want to do to be a good thief. These guys, they made a lot of noise. They woke everybody up. It says the members of the house heard that and shouted. Hey, someone's trying to break into our house in a very noisy way. Because, of course, they were woken up by that noise. And when we use noise as a noun in this kind of sense, we're just talking about a loud sound of some kind, and probably not a nice sound. If you're singing and someone comes into the room and says, "What's that noise in here?"
Ew.
It probably means you're not a very good singer.
No.
So some noises can be kind of disturbing and uncomfortable to listen to. But in other cases, like at night, anything that you hear, any sound that you hear could be called a noise. What's that noise? It's not a bad noise. It's like someone is scratching at the window, or someone is doing something in the kitchen, but nobody's there. It's a sound, or it's a noise, in the same way that a teacher might tell the class, during the exam, I don't want to hear any noise from you guys. No whispering, talking, laughing, anything like that, any sound or noise.
Yes, and the thieves were so noisy, or making so much noise, that the members of the house woke up. The members, it means the people who live there. So members are people who are in a group. So if I say, how many members are there in your family? You might say, how many people are there in your family? How many members are in your family?
My immediate family, there's 3 of us now.
3 people.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the number of people in your family. If I say, how many members are on your team? That might be like, there are 12 members on my team.
12.
So members are the number of people in a group. So if the family members woke up, that means the people in the family who live there with them right now. So let's go on to the next sentence. After they made a lot of noise and the members woke up, what happened? So the thieves left. When the police came, they found the man asleep in the mosque. Oh, so the thieves were like, we made too much noise. I'm gonna go. And then they left. And so the police came, but it was too late. Nobody was there. But they saw that the man was sleeping. He was asleep in the mosque.
That's right. If you're asleep, you are sleeping. It's the adjective that just talks about your eyes are closed, you're lying down, or maybe sitting, but you're not just relaxing, you're not taking a break, you are actually sleeping. Maybe you're having dreams, maybe you're snoring or making noises like that. but it's clear that you are not awake. Your eyes will not suddenly pop open, probably because you're having dreams. You are sleeping. You are asleep. So this man's asleep. He didn't do anything. The thieves broke in, made a lot of noise. The people in the house woke up. The thieves ran away. The police came. This man was really tired.
Yeah.
He did just walk or whatever all the way from Baghdad.
Yeah.
So maybe that explains why he's so asleep. He didn't wake up for any of this. But the police are there, and of course they might want to ask him some questions.
Maybe they think he's the thief.
They might even think he was one of the thieves and he was just pretending to sleep. But they definitely want to know more about him and why he was there. It says the police took him to their chief. So basically they take him to the police station to ask him questions.
The policeman.
The chief is like the boss of that police station.
When the chief questioned him, the man said, I'm from Baghdad and I came here because of a dream. So the chief, or the boss guy of the police station, says, what are you doing here? So when we talk about a chief, we're talking about the ones that all the policemen report to because he's the boss. In the movies, he's gonna be like the tall one with all the badges and with like maybe the hat, and he's the one that looks like he has more authority. Everybody talks to the chief. They say, I don't know, ask the chief. So he's the one in charge. And he questioned him. So he questioned the man saying, who are you? Where are you from? When did you come here? So what happens when you're questioned by the chief?
Well, when the chief or anyone questions you, they're asking you questions. That's all it is. And it's probably in kind of a serious
Very
type
serious
of way.
Here.
Right? So we really need this information. We might even have a list of questions. Of course, we also know that word as a noun. I ask questions. I question you. If I'm saying, hey, what do you want to do tonight? I'm not really questioning you. I'm asking you a question. But of course, if it's the police saying, where were you? What were you doing? Do you know that person?
Oh, scary.
Things like that. That would be questioning. Or in a more relaxed, kind of fun way, you know, if I'm trying to make plans for your birthday, I might say, well, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What kind of food do you like? Do you want any special gifts this year? That's kind of questioning, because these are serious things. I need to know the answers. I might have sort of an organized list of questions, and so I'm trying to get information in the same way that a reporter, a news person, might question a president or a famous person and ask them, you know, all sorts of interesting questions so that they can write an interesting story. So when you have a list of questions and it's a serious issue, you are going to question that person. So this man kind of just said, well, the truth, I came here to Cairo. I had a dream and there's a treasure and that's it. And I hope the police chief believes him, because that's kind of a strange story.
Yeah, and we'll find out about that tomorrow. So join us real soon and see you then.
Take care. Bye-bye.
In the mosque, there was a special door. It linked to the house next door. While the man slept, some thieves entered the mosque. They tried to break into the house. However, they made too much noise. The members of the house heard that and shouted. So the thieves left. When the police came, they found the man asleep in the mosque. The police took him to their chief. When the chief questioned him, the man said, I'm from Baghdad, and I came here because of a dream.
Hi， 大家好，我是 Stephanie。那我们一起来看单字。第一个呢是 thief， 名词小偷。那它的复数呢是 thieves。Watch out for thieves when you're traveling in Europe。在欧洲旅行时要慎防小偷。第二个单字呢是 member， 它是名词成员。Chad is a member of the chess club。Chad 是西洋棋俱乐部的成员。第三个单字呢是 asleep， 形容词睡着的。I didn't answer your calls because I was asleep. 我没有接到你的电话，因为我睡着了。最后一个呢是动词 question， 询问、提问。The reporter questioned a passerby about her thoughts. 记者向路人询问了他的想法。那我们今天的第一个文法重点呢是 A links to B。A 和 B 相通，连在一起。Link 是连接、结合的意思。 This road links to the highway. 这条路会连接到公路。那第二个呢是 break into 闯入。说到这个片语呢，我想到之前我去爬百岳的经验，凌晨要出发的时候才发现，山屋怎么被弄得乱七八糟？原来昨天有一只肚子饿的熊闯入了山屋，想偷走一点食物。那就依照我的故事来造一个句子吧。Last night, a bear broke into the hut and took some food. 昨晚有一只熊闯进了山屋，带走了一些食物。最后一个重点呢，就是 A finds B 加形容词。A 发现 B 处于某种状态。Find 的三态呢是 find, found, found。When I opened my fridge, I found that it was empty. 我打开冰箱的时候，发现里面空空如也。好，今天的讲解就到这里 ，See you。
Qinbi Village is known as Matsu's Mediterranean Village. The village got the name because of the beautiful stone houses in the village. Some of the houses are over 100 years old. The village is located on the east coast of Beigan Island. The village sits at the bottom of a mountain and looks out at the beautiful ocean. Enjoy the perfect views of Qinbi Village.
See you next time!